I had always loved fishing, so when my old friend Mike invited me to his secluded cabin by Blackwater Lake, I jumped at the chance. The lake was known for its tranquility and abundant fish, but it also had a darker reputation among the locals. They spoke of strange occurrences and ghostly sightings, but I shrugged it off as mere superstition. Our first night at the cabin was peaceful. We shared stories, laughed, and planned our fishing trip for the next day. The fire crackled warmly, casting flickering shadows on the cabin walls. As I lay in bed, I heard faint whispers coming from outside, but I dismissed them as the wind rustling through the trees. The next day, we headed out on Mike's boat. The lake was eerily calm, the water like glass. We caught a few fish, but as dusk approached, I hooked something big. My excitement turned to unease as I reeled it in, realizing it wasn't a fish but a waterlogged doll, tangled in old fishing lines. Its eyes seemed to stare at me, filled with silent accusation. Suddenly, I felt a cold hand grab my ankle. I was pulled into the water, struggling against an unseen force. The water was freezing, and I could barely see through the murky depths. Just as I thought I would drown, Mike yanked me back into the boat. We sped back to the cabin, shaken and silent, the eerie silence of the lake pressing in on us. That night, I dreamt of a little girl, her eyes wide with terror, pointing towards the lake. Mike confessed that years ago, a girl had drowned in the lake, and her body was never found. The doll I caught must have belonged to her. We left the next day, unable to shake the feeling that we had disturbed something that should have been left alone.